Hey, how you guys doing today? It is Saturday. It's a beautiful day out. I just came off duty this morning. I ended up getting about 4.5 hours of sleep last night. I got a little hour, maybe hour and change nap in this afternoon. And it occurred to me that this would be the perfect time to tell you a little bit about Plexus Edge and what makes it different than energy drinks, the stuff that you see on the shelves for 3, 4, or $5 a can, the stuff that maybe you're drinking right now, and definitely leaps and bounds ahead of drinking some of the caffeine-filled sodas. You guys know which ones I'm talking about. So I want to jump on real quick. Like I said, the stuff I'm talking about is going to be Plexus Edge. That's what the bottle looks like. So you can get that from your Plexus distributor, your local guy. If you didn't know that, or a girl, you got a lot of women in this company. I love this stuff. First and foremost, I think this stuff is a great alternative to so many different energy drinks that people are buying out there. You don't have a crash at the end of the day. It's very, very affordable. It's less than $1 a pill. You only need one a day. Truly, I have never had a desire to take more than one a day. I don't take these every day, but I take them on days that I know I've got a big presentation, maybe a big brief to some executives. I know I've got to put something together, and I have to be on point so that I can drive a point or a presentation home, and I can win. That's when I love taking this stuff. So it's super simple. 3 ingredients in here. You take it with some water. There's no aftertaste. There's no crash. There's no jitters, which actually goes into the engineering with these ingredients. They work with one another so that there's no real buzz. You just have good natural energy. So I'm going to go right down the list and show you. I've got a little bit of notes up here too, so I can make sure I hit the important points, because you guys are going to want to know what's in here. So what makes it a little bit different. First and foremost, tea cream. Tea cream is something that actually has come from leaves of kuka. Kuka is also cola, I believe is the term for when it came over to the U.S. So cola, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, similar extract used in the original formulas for the soft drinks that we may have grown up on. It is really, really good for concentration, that tea cream. And the reason it's so good for concentration is it's similar to caffeine in its chemical composition, but it's just a little bit different so that your body won't actually develop a resistance to it or a tolerance for it. So if you imagine the first time that you drank a soda, as a child, you were probably bouncing off the wall. Whereas for the same effect now as an adult, you're probably taking 3, 4, or 5 sodas to get that same effect. Coffee, if you were drinking 1 cup of coffee last year, maybe you need 2 or 3 this year. That is actually the caffeine becoming your body being more resistant to the caffeine to the point that you need more to get the same effect. So the really cool thing about tea cream is you don't have that resistance. You can take it the first time or the 1,000th time, and you're going to have the same effect of it. Your body, that's the way it works. That's the way it's engineered. So the fact that that is actually incorporated into this product is really, really good. It's also shown to help boost energy and performance while decreasing fatigue. It actually helps to prevent the dopamine from being absorbed in your brain. So your dopamine, the feel-good enzyme or hormone, it's staying in your brain for a longer period of time so that you get that sustained good feeling. Great for mood, helps to cut down on anxiety, the actual tea cream. And then it can also block adenosine, which is a chemical responsible for relaxation and, sedation, if you will. So when you're feeling fatigued, adenosine is one of the hormones or one of the enzymes that's going to cause that. So really, really good that that's in there. And that works perfectly with the second ingredient, which is coffee robusta. And that is the natural form of coffee. There's only 90 milligrams of caffeine in the Edge. I know people will look at this and say, boy, I don't want to take a caffeine pill because it's going to make me jittery. Truly, there's 90 milligrams. If you guys are able to take a look at that, I don't know if you're able to see that, there's 90 milligrams of caffeine in there. So what does that mean? 90 milligrams, that sounds like a lot. I will tell you, if you were going to a big name coffee shop, one of the ones that we all know, it's out on the street corner, you're going to pay $5, $6 for a Frappuccino. That is going to end up giving you about 230 milligrams of caffeine. So 90 milligrams is actually a very small dose. But that works perfectly with the tea cream because it's going to help to give you the natural energy. And it is truly natural. It's not a synthetic caffeine, but it's coming from the coffee bean. but it's not going to make you jittery. So that you're going to have a good all-day sustained energy with that. Doesn't have, it's not designed for weight loss or for fat burning. Some people will drink coffee for that. That's really not the intent of the Edge. Straight up. I mean, if you want to feel good, like, that combination is awesome. And then the theanine, L-theanine. So L-theanine is a non-essential amino acid that promotes relaxation while also helping to calm jitters. The L-theanine, I'm not speaking for the Edge, but the actual ingredient, L-theanine, there are indications that in clinical trials, it's helping to reduce signs and symptoms of anxiety, and it's also helping to improve symptoms of schizophrenia in some people. So it'll be interesting to see in the future where those results, where they lead, how the treatment changes as the FDA continues to, take a look at supplements and drugs and this, that, and the other. Personally, I'm a big believer if you don't have to be taking a drug, and a lot of people don't, but they do because they don't know otherwise. Not taking drugs and all those synthetics, there are a lot of natural ingredients out there that were discovered years and years before all these synthetics came out. So you look at all the side effects and you take a look at what people are medicating for, like it's this cycle. So L-theanine, phenomenal in that aspect with what it can do for signs and symptoms of anxiety. And then again, we'll see what happens with the schizophrenia. But what the L-theanine does is it increases concentrations of GABA in the brain. And that's where, helping those receptors out has the effect on anxiety and depression. It is possible that GABA levels can reduce the anxiety and depression. Those tests, more to come. We'll see what happens. And then it supports the dopamine levels to assist with focus and promote feelings of just confidence, relaxation, and further support for the dopamine. The one thing that I was really surprised to learn about, and I hadn't really heard about alpha brainwaves. I'm not going to geek out on this too much, but alpha brainwaves are associated with you being awake, alert, and relaxed. And theanine actually helps to support those brainwaves. So the combination of those three, my personal experience, like I said at the beginning, I really love Edge. I think this is a great supplement. I think it's very easily overlooked because people will quickly say, I don't want to be jittery. I don't need caffeine. I didn't drink Monster before or anything like that. I will tell you, I have briefed very senior leaders in my company, and I walk in there with confidence. Like, I'm going on 5.5 hours of sleep right now. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I put in a full day yesterday. I feel good. I'm not jittery. I had a pill at 1 o'clock. I know I'm going to be good for the rest of the night. And that's the way it works. So when I can go into a meeting, having popped one of these when I get up at 6:30, roll into a meeting at 8:30. Hey, Bonnie, how are you? Roll into a meeting and just have that confidence and that relaxation that I know my brain fog is going to be crystal clear. I'm going to be able to get the point across. I'm going to have a good mood, a good energy about me. And that, I'll tell you, that confidence. It's strange. And it makes sense now that I've actually done the research and looked at the ingredients. But truly, being able to cut out that stress and that anxiety and have the extra confidence to know that you're just going to be on point. It's a great thing. And that is how I rock my meetings. And I like to get ahead that way. So there's no hiding that. There's no shame. It's a good thing. So, Bonnie, I am doing very well. Thank you. I'm loving this. I hope you guys, want to give it a shot. We've got a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd like to share more with you and put it in your hands. Give it a try. I think this is probably one of the most effective supplements that we have that you can try it on day one, and you're going to see a result. So let me know what you think, and I will talk to you soon.